Just watch this little clip. I will come back to say something. Thank you.
How many of you remember President Buhari? During his regime, there were certain people that never liked him. This guy and his friends were one of those people, and they printed Buhari must go on their shirts. Somehow, the DSS people saw it, they arrested him, and today he's here to share his story, what happened. This is the Lokiudo experience.
They asked us, what's our prayer point? I said, I'm wearing my prayer point. At first, they called the police. The police said they are not interested, that they cannot arrest us, that we didn't commit any crime. And I said, those guys wearing Buhari must go. And I say, brutalize them and hand them over to the DSS.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Did you see that? No, did you hear that? I didn't play the whole video because the video is very lengthy. You can search for it and watch it. Really? Now, do you see? When I talk about these pastors in Nigeria, sometimes I don't even know what people think. I don't know how we have become so gullible to the point that we don't reason. I don't understand. Look at, did you hear what that young man said? What came out from the mouth of a pastor, Paul Enenche, of Dunamis Church? No, be me to come. Go and watch that guy's video. Go and watch that video from the beginning to the end. Because they were wearing a t-shirt that he printed, Buhari must go. That was their own simple way of protesting against Buhari's government, which has brought Nigeria where Nigeria is today. A pastor came from Plateau State to this St. Paul Enenche's church because of terrorist attack repeatedly in his community. To this Paul Enenche's church, the man came. That pastor came to Paul Enenche's church, and Paul Enenche's church had to open his mouth and was talking. Now look at it. People that saw, who are not even pastors or clergymen, that saw what Buhari's government was coming with, started in their own little way to protest that Buhari must go, that they don't need Buhari. Who then needed Buhari in Nigeria, if not people that are like him, people like this Tinubu today? Now, Paul Enenche, because these guys came to his church to do a Thanksgiving. If you listen to the story, because one of them was arrested, and after being released, they came to Dunamis Church to do Thanksgiving. And that day, church members, according to what he was saying, from my own understanding, were to come with their prayer requests. And when they came out, after the Thanksgiving, they were asked about their own prayer request. And the guy said, see my own prayer request, I am wearing it here. My own prayer request is that Buhari must go. Paul Enenche now treat them, tell them that they should enter into so and so office, that a pastor, is there to see them. They entered there, they gave them refreshment, just delayed them until the police they called arrived. And when the police saw them, the police said, no, we can't arrest them. They did not commit any crime. The police did not arrest them. What they did now, what Paul Enenche did now, if you listen to that, if you follow that video, you will hear all, was to call the Attorney General of the Federation that contacted the DSS. And when the senior pastor now called, after the senior pastor came around, the church security guard couldn't allow them to go. They held them there. The church senior pastor came, gave this guy now a dirty slap, as he said, he narrated, slapped him, and called Paul Enenche and told him that these guys, we have intercepted them, they are the gate, blah, blah, blah. And look at the words of Paul Enenche. He said, brutalize them and hand them over to the DSS. Pastor Paul Enenche, that they did what to you? That they are wearing a t-shirt printed Buhari must go. That was why you used that word, brutalize them and hand them over to the DSS. So that the DSS will continue from where your pastor and your church members and your church security men stopped. Pastor. People like you will come out to say, God showed you, God said this, God said that, liars. And this guy was saying that there was one of them, that came for that Thanksgiving that was blind. Paul Enenche, you are professional in raising up crutches. You are a professional in doing that. But look at these ones. This one now that was blind, practically blind, and they brought him, believing that you do miracle. But what happened? You couldn't do the miracle you were able to perform was to hand them over to the DSS. According to you. Not be me talk amo. He did for that video. According to you. Allegedly you. Nigeria. We have a long way to go. You see, all these things that is happening, all these things that is going on here and there, left and right, front and back, up and down, is pointing to one thing. This company called Nigeria have expired. Everybody should go. Nothing more, nothing less. Everybody should go. No this and no peace. That is just it. That is just it. If Nigeria is being separated today, Yorubas go their way. Hausa Fulani go their way. Igbos go their way. You will see that all this nonsense will stop. Honestly speaking, it will stop. Then if it starts again, then we will now know who indeed were actually the real cause of this problem in Nigeria. That is it. I rest my case. Thank you, my lovely fans. Stay safe for me because I will always love you. And bye.